Hi, good morning. Um, in this short video, we're going to deal with a vital topic in uh, entrepreneurship, which is on creativity and design thinking. So, considering the current business environment, capital and hard work alone are no longer enough to succeed in business. You need to be creative and think innovatively to build a business that truly connects with your customers or your client. So, in this short video presentation, we will look into how uh, we can blend creative approaches with data driven decision making to build more successful and sustainable enterprises or business. So, what is creativity in entrepreneurship? So, creativity in business is much more than just the artistic talent. It's the ability to generate new and useful ideas that can create value to your customer or clients. So, creativity can be a crucial differentiator in the market, especially that there are a lot of similar products or services. So, this creativity can differentiate your uh, business from the other. So, what makes a creative entrepreneur different? First is that they approach business challenges in a fresh perspective. They try to question assumption, they connect unrelated concept and see possibilities that other might miss. Then they also have an innovative mindset. So creative entrepreneurs consistently ask what if and why not. They are willing to challenge traditional approaches, especially in industries that have not been changed in years. And then another thing is that they are uh, customer centric. This is where creative thinking truly starts with deep understanding of your customers' needs and their pain points. When you are able to understand these needs and pinpoint, you can create solutions that people genuinely value or will pay for. So those are the K three uh, things that make a creative entrepreneur different. And I would like to add one more. They are adaptable. So when faced with obstacles like typhoons, like pandemic restriction, creative entrepreneurs can pivot quickly and find opportunities in these uh, disruptions. So if you think, for example, uh, let's try to look at Mang Inasal as an example. So the specifically the unlimited rice concept. So unlimited rice concept for a fast food industry, wala dyan na siya before. But Mang Inasal uh, revolutionized the fast food industry by addressing the core Filipino value, which is the love for rice. So this strong value proposition helped Mang Inasal grow from a single store to a national chain, especially in the late uh, uh, 2000, late 2000s. Hmm. Okay, so next is how do we make this creativity a systematic process? So we use the design thinking framework. This is a structured approach for creative problem solving that's particularly valuable for working or working in this complex market and diverse customer needs. So the process has 5 stages. The first one is empathize. So the first step is to set aside your assumptions and truly understand your customer needs, the challenges, and the aspirations through observations. You can do immersions. You go to where it happens and try to understand the needs of the people. You can also do interview. So if you are going to let's say for example, if you are going to look into modernizing the jeepney concept in the Philippines or the transportation concept in the Philippines, it means that you need to ride jeepneys yourself. You interview drivers and commuters so that you will understand what the customer really needs and the challenges that they have. Then the next step is to define. So based on the customer insights that you learn from the first step, you need to clearly and concisely articulate that specific problem that you're trying to solve. You can frame this as how might we blah blah blah. So for the jeepney issue, this could be how might we modernize jeepneys in a way that preserves drivers' livelihood while improving the commuter experience and environmental impact. So you define the problem or the question. Then the third step is to ideate. This is the brainstorming phase. So you generate as many potential solutions as possible without judgment. Use techniques such as mind mapping, collaborative sessions, focus group discussions to explore diverse perspectives. Now, for the jeepney problem, we might brainstorm alternative financing models or supplementary uh, s- sources of income for drivers. And the next step is prototype. The next step is you'll create a simple, low-cost version of your promising ideas. So these prototypes don't need to be perfect. They just need to be good enough to test your K assumption. A prototype for that jeepney problem could be a small-scale pilot program with just a few jeepneys. Then, last step is to gather feedback from real users who interact with your prototype. You observe what works and what doesn't, and you try to refine your solutions based on their feedback. So, this iterative process can ensure that your final solution is truly customer centric, addresses the challenges, pain points, and concern or the needs of your target uh, customer. Okay. Now we go to data driven entrepreneurship. So while creativity and intuition are essential for a business, they must be balanced with rigorous research and data analysis. Because an evidence based approach reduces the risk and increases your likelihood of success. So the idea is clear on why research matter. About 80% of the Philippine startup fails within their first 3 years, often due to insufficient market research. Businesses that do thorough research are 3.5 times more likely to grow and remain viable. And will research business are 62% less likely to need major business model pivots in the first year. So, uh, research can help you validate that your idea has a genuine demand. It can help you identify gaps in the market and reduces the risk of failure. Now, In research, there are two main types of research you can conduct. You have the primary research and the secondary research. So primary research are information that you collect directly from your potential customer and market participants. This could include survey, interview, focus group discussions, interview, even prototype testing and immersion. Those are primary research. You directly collect information or data from your market participants or your customer. That is primary research. The other type is secondary research. These are information that you gather from existing sources, like data or information from market reports, data or information from the government, like from Philippines Statistics Authority or from NEDA or from Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Then you can also look for online trends on social media or mga Google Trends. And you can also look for mga competitor analysis or you can refer to previously done research. So those are secondary, meaning you gather information from existing sources. That's the key difference between the two. And lastly, uh, how do you integrate all of this thing? So this is just a practical framework. So the first is discover. You start by conducting research to find the needs of the customer, to identify gaps in the market, and to know the industry trend or the market trends. You can talk to potential customer and analyze the competitors. Then the next issue, create. Based on your research insights, generate innovative solutions, using creative problem solving techniques, conduct brainstorming session, and develop multiple concept options. Next step is to test, create a low cost prototype, get feedback from your customer to refine your solution. You can start with a minimum viable product and test it with a small group of potential customer. Then launch. Implement your refined solution in the market, but continue to gather data and adapt as needed. Start with a small and controlled rollout to measure the key performance indicator. Now, the path to entrepreneurial success isn't about having a perfect business plan from the start. It's about developing a creative mindset grounded in empathy for your customer combined with the discipline to test your assumption through research and information. So remember that creativity is not an innate talent, it's a skill that you can develop with practice. And research doesn't require a huge budget, it requires curiosity and willingness to systematically test your assumption. So by cultivating both creativity and research, both these capabilities, you will be well equipped to turn customers' challenges and problems into opportunities and build a business that not only succeed financially but can also make a meaningful contribution to the society or the community where you belong. Thank you.